You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Welcome to Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Nick.
Yeah, that's going to be confusing. You're Nick Krekeler, which I realized is different than your social media name and how you've been credited in some movies.
Correct.
And I'm sorry about that.
It happens.
I'm friends with the people who miscredited you, so I'm apologizing on their behalf. So you owe me.
They're not the only ones, so.
Okay. Well, those people owe me too, because I'm apologizing for them as well.
Yeah.
Nick, I would, excuse me. Should we go with Nick or Krekeler? Can I do Krekeler?
Yeah.
Because Nick
Or
Farx. Krek?
Krek works.
Krek? You sound like you're in the Croods. I love it.
Right.
Have you seen the Croods?
No.
I watch a lot of cartoons. Are you anti-cartoon?
No, I am not anti-cartoon. I tried to watch it, like the first season. I just wasn't like.
The show? No, the show sucks. The movies are great.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I did watch the movie. It was once a long time ago.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. Namesake Nicholas.
Right.
Kirk likes to ask the first question, or at least I'm going to try to bro him into asking the first question,
Which is, you're a multi-hyphenate, I am assuming, right? You've done multiple roles on film sets.
Oh, I do everything.
Everything.
Acting, writing, directing, executive producing, in the theater, actor, dancer, light designer, sound designer, set designer, technical director, stagehand, fly operator, carpenter.
Carpenter.
Yeah.
Okay, Merritt does that. Have you and Merritt West ever worked together?
We have not built anything together. We have obviously been on film sets together, but we've never built anything together. But I'm very, very impressed with his work. I've seen his sets firsthand on film sets, and we were on a film set a couple years ago up north. I will not name said project, but
that movie, yeah, I know what
that movie.
Yeah.
And him and Holly Holly Burr, yeah. They built this incredible encampment. We were in the woods, and they built this encampment. It's post-apocalyptic, and it was beautiful. It was great. They even had, like, in the distance, they had, like, little faux, as you do, little faux things to, add perspective, and that the camp was actually bigger than it was. And, it was like those little details and, like, all the little things they had inside the little tents and stuff. It was unbelievable. And they built it with, like, tarps and wood, and it was absolutely amazing.
Can I tell you guys I screwed up the podcast already? I forgot to. Hey,
snap.
welcome to Movie Baiters.
Sorry to throw you off.
No, it was Kirk.
happens, yeah.
Kirk's the one who threw me off. Or it was Nick. Jacques.
It's me eating a burger.
Tell everyone during the interview here what you're doing.
I'm eating one of two burgers on a plate.
You made 2 burgers and French fries for yourself. You're actually a pretty decent cook. I've been impressed with the variety
I'm
of.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Do you like to cook?
I love to cook.
Cook?
I do.
Okay. What do you like to cook?
I like to experiment, but I mainly, steaks, meats, stuff like that. Chicken, but, tacos. But
Can we go deep on steak?
we absolutely can.
Okay. What kind of steak? How do you like to cook it? That kind of thing.
What kind of steak? Ribeye, New York strips are usually my favorite. Medium rare is the only way to eat a steak. And any other answer is wrong. I'm sorry. I marinate my steaks in Worcestershire, splash of soy sauce, some rosemary, garlic, salt, pepper. I let it marinate for like a day. So like the day before I cook it, I'll put it in a bag and put it in the fridge, and then pull it out, get it at room temperature. Pull it out, season it. I found some new seasonings that I really, really like. There's a maple barbecue one that I like. There is another one. There's a couple other ones that I found. I don't remember where I got them from.
I'm salivating hearing
Right.
this turn there.
So I do that, and then it's. I don't have a good grill. I have an electric grill, but it's great. But it's also like I'd rather have a real grill. So I use my pan. What's a cast iron? There we go. Cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Cook her up about 5 minutes on each side, and then I baste it, butter and some more rosemary. Set her aside. Then I take that, whatever's kind of left, excuse me, and then I take a little bit of Malbec, which I've experimented with. So I take some Malbec wine, let it reduce in the pan with all the butter and seasoning and all the leftovers, and then make that into a little red wine sauce and just take a couple spoonfuls, dip it over the steak.
Wow.
Have you ever been horny for Martha Stewart?
No, not much.
There was a Kmart ad once. What? I'm just saying, like, wait, she is hot?
Jada?
Jada?
You ever watched her cooking shows?
I watched it when I was a child, like 20 years ago.
Right,
Yeah.
and it was the music was the guy that did the music for it was used to do porn.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So if you listen to the music and the videography, it's very porn-esque.
That's why, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
sorry,
gonna
Martha
explain
Stewart.
Yeah, no, Martha Stewart with porn music making stuff was when I was, prepubescent and, hey, look, she already has the next thing made. How long does that take you to make all that? What is the occasion under which you would go through that much trouble to make a steak? Because I'm going to tell you how I make a steak after this, and I think you're going to judge me, which I'm okay with.
If you microwave it, I'm going to punch you in the face. You microwave it, don't you?
You can microwave a steak? How long will you have to microwave it for?
Like 30 minutes.
Damn.
Oh, he knows.
He knows. He knows.
Was it a no-name steak?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've never microwaved. I mean, maybe to heat it up, I air fry it.
I've never tried that.
Oh, it's so great. It takes so little work.
I don't have an air fryer.
Do it.
It takes me, I don't know, to prep it, it's like 5 minutes, and then to cook it, it's 10, 15, because it's 5 minutes on each side. So, and I'll make it just because I want a steak. I don't need a special occasion.
When's the last time you had a steak?
A couple weeks ago?
Okay.
3 weeks ago, maybe? I don't know, yeah.
Are you from the Minnesota?
No,
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
I just talked to someone in Cincinnati. Well, excuse me. Someone who may or may not hold the corporeal form of the person you are talking to. I'm Kyle Farx right now. But the other corporeal form could have talked to someone in a different capacity from Cincinnati.
Ah.
You have the weird, spaghetti and chili, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati chili, yeah. Skyline's the only way. Gold top, go fuck itself.
Wait. Explain that to us.
So in Cincinnati, there's two kinds. There's Skyline and there's Gold Top. And Skyline is the best. Gold Top can,
Suck it.
yeah, suck it.
Suck it, Gold Top.
Yeah.
Hear that, Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I hope we
There's
trans
two
there.
different kinds of chili.
I didn't even ask if I could curse on the show.
You can.
Please fucking do. You're
Okay.
on Masturbators with the Farts Brothers.
Fair enough.
Remember when we did the whoopee cushion as you walked in?
I did.
We couldn't be more cliche.
Fair
Just
enough.
some bros.
Fair enough. All right. I should have asked that before I started.
Why did you come from Cincinnati to the upper Midwest? We're in Minnesota, as many folks probably know.
My dad job transferred or got a new job. I don't know. I was 4 or 5 when I moved up here. 1984.
Those are the ages of my daughters, and that's a book, 1984.
It is a book. It is a book. I've read part of it.
What suburb did you grow up in? Or did you grow up in the city? I don't want to besmirch you.
In Minnesota or Cincinnati?
Minnesota. I don't know anything
I grew
about
up in the
Cincinnati.
suburbs. I grew up down here, actually, where we are currently.
We may be in the south suburbs, yes.
Right.
Instead of the man cave, we're in the Bone Temple,
Correct. I am
the ossuary of Nick Farx.
right. So suburbs just down the road, actually.
Okay.
Next city over.
Wow. It's pretty
Well,
close.
when did you start getting in? So you were probably a theater kid, am I guessing
I
correct?
was a theater kid.
You were a theater kid? Did you play sports too?
I did soccer.
You played soccer and was in theater. Mm-hmm. Was that, we're all adults here. Was that good for pulling, tail in high school?
No, being a dancer was.
What?
Wow.
Being a dancer.
What kind
being
of
a male
dance?
dancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a straight dude with a bunch of women.
Yeah.
I dated a lot of dancers.
Nice.
No, that was great.
My wife's a dancer. Was a dancer for 10 years. I can say that.
Well, it was
Mrs.
so,
Farx.
so I didn't play soccer. I played soccer like Goon League, so summer soccer.
Did you call it Goon League?
I did. We called it Goon League. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we called it Goon League.
Would you force people up against the wall every period or
No,
something?
it was just like it's summer soccer, so it's just like it's something to do. I'm bored.
Sure,
Let's
okay.
go play soccer.
Goon League.
Right. And so I played that for years, and I actually played a lot of other sports, but I played that and martial arts. I did martial arts for I think I was 10 to or 8. I think it was 8 when I started martial arts, and went until 16 or 17. Then I stopped for a little while, then went back to martial arts. Stopped for a little while, then went back to it.
Is that how you know Lee Fillingsness?
No, I met him the same day I met Amanda.
Oh, well, at because you're a Ren Fair. Convergence? Oh, that's like the Anime Fest, right?
No, this is the big nerd fest. Anime Fusion is something different. Or Anime, whatever the other one is.
I don't understand Converge. I guess I'm not a nerd.
Just a big nerd gathering, and it's just nerd stuff. More nerd stuff. So I actually met them I was a moderator for their panel. And funny story. Moderated for their panel. I'll get back to the theater kid thing. We're going to Kevin Smith this. I was a moderator on their panel, and it was a panel about weapons and fighting in film. And so as a moderator, you get the names of the people that are on your panel. So I I Google search them and try to find them.
You stalk them.
I like to research who I'm with.
That's good in general because sometimes people can be bad.
Right. And so Lee I found, and I was like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool. And I think I saw his Facebook page or something. And then Amanda Day, I found two Amanda Days. One of them was this either really cool person who was in the Ubisoft The Division origin stories, which is a live action. When The Division came out, Ubisoft did a short film called The Division Origin Stories, and it talks about 3 or 4 of the main characters.
Cool.
And they filmed here in Minnesota.
And Amanda Day, our Amanda Day was in that? I say our.
She was. She was awesome in it. The last 5 minutes are very action packed.
When are we talking here?
Whenever The Division came out, 2000 was my first conversion, 2017, so I think the movie was made in 2015 or 2016.
Oh, that's around when I met Lee.
Yeah, so it was either that one or a porn star. I was like, a win-win either way. And then when I first met them, Lee offered me scotch right away, and Amanda was in a Chewie dress, a Chewbacca dress.
Uh-huh. Was it furry?
No, it was not. It was just a really tight dress with the Chewbacca print on it, and then the bandolier.
Yeah.
And
I have a Chewbacca costume, sir. I'm civilized.
Fair enough.
They can verify this. I went to a party with them in a Chewbacca costume.
This would be like the sexy version, but not hairy sexy.
Women like hair. I was a man wearing a Chewbacca. I got you. Amanda was wearing a lovely dress.
Right, and it was this Chewbacca thing. I'm like, we're going to be best friends for the rest of our lives. And we had the greatest time, and then the rest is history. Back to sports.
Sports in high school.
In high school. So I played Goon League and all that. I never played for high school because there was too much running. Because they wanted to just run 3 miles. I'm like, fuck that. No, I'm a defenseman. I don't run that much. So I quit. Although the one of the teachers who was the special teams coach for the football team tried to recruit me for the football team to be the kicker because I could kick the hell out of the ball. Because playing defense, I could kick the ball the length of the field. So he's like, you should be on the football team. I'm like, no, I'm going to be in marching band. So yeah. I was a marching band instead. And then theater, but I've been acting since I was 10. The school shows.
Okay.
Stuff.
What professional work have you done? You have a company, right?
I do have my own company. Yes, I own my own production company where I've produced 3 films.
3 films?
3 films.
Name all 3 for the
Tomorrow was my first one.
Tomorrow.
They're all Z-Fest films. Former Z-Fest. So Tomorrow was the first one.
Oh yeah, may Z-Fest rest in peace.
Right. Amen. The app was the second. Tango de Muerte is the third. Okay. So those are my 3. I have a web series called Spoilers, Sort of, where I get my friends drunk, and then I have them explain a movie in 3 minutes. 1, they don't know when the timer is going to go off, and 2, they don't know the name of the film until I tell them to go, and they open the piece of paper and look at the film.
How drunk?
Drunk? I don't judge. I'm just like, when you're drunk and ready, let me know, and we'll usually have a gathering and get people drunk.
I understand how getting drunk works.
Right, I do too.
It's great.
It's wonderful.
It can be very fun. Kids, be careful.
Right.
True. Don't get drunk, kids. Obviously,
drink responsibly. Don't drink underage.
Yes.
Do drugs.
Do drugs.
I mean, don't do drugs. Don't
do drugs.
And then where were we?
A high school
theater,
drugs.
high school.
No, and then your professional company now.
Professional, yes.
That started after 2017 now, huh?
20. Well, my company started originally. I was writing in 2012. I was writing a book called Tactical Survival Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Was it supposed to be a narrative or a?
More this is what zombies are. This is what you should do to prep for it, and how you kind of can combat them. and some simple like tactical things to learn. So when you're clearing houses, you can do it better because you watch a lot of The Walking Dead was coming out at that time, and I was just like, what are they doing? Like okay.
How did you base this on some training or something? Like
A lot of training.
A lot of reading and stuff? Okay.
Research and personal training.
Okay.
Military. I do a lot of military research.
Okay. Oh, did you serve in the military?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
My dad did, and then
Okay.
I've always, as a kid, always been fascinated by it. So I do a lot of research, and history makes me go, oh, how did they do that? And then you read about it. Friends in the military.
Lee was in the military, obviously.
military.
I met you through Lee initially.
Right,
so.
right. And then my background in my professional job, I have 30 years of that. So.
Yeah.
Well, now I do, but I'm an assassin, by the way. Just so you know.
No, we call it our W-2 jobs because...
Oh, our W-2 jobs.
Yeah, right now, we are the Farx brothers. We are not the separate entities who make occupy our corporeal forms who have W-2 jobs.
Gotcha.
Just so that's clear, if anyone were to ever care about that distinction.
Right. And then beyond that, I've just done a couple A2 film or A24 films. I was in VHS 85. I was in Bitcoin, which was renamed the Fox and the Fox.
Oh, with Osterman.
Yeah.
Cool. What was working with him like?
Fun. It was complete fun. I mean, I was called in last minute. Amanda Day, who calls me and is like, hey, can you come play this role that you're probably really good at because it's what you do for your W-2 job? And I said, sure.
Sure.
So I did, and I showed up, and everybody thought I was real, and they're like, "What the fuck is he?" But there was a lot of fun on that. It was cool because I'm sorry on my show because I'm horrible with names. I use characters to reference who they are.
Yeah, same. If you've played a comic book character, that's who you are to me. Period.
Right.
Going forward.
Right.
Halle Berry is always Storm.
Right. So we had Corporal Upham. And we had Brett from Pulp Fiction on that set. So watching those guys, I didn't get to watch Corporal Upham act. I got to watch the guy that played Brett. I got to watch him act, and it was just amazing, like to be able to sit behind camera and watch, learn just from watching this guy act, And it was a great scene. It was fun. And then when I did my little scene, I'm in it for like 2 seconds.
I struggle with the concept of acting, and I've also been acting since, I don't know, at high school, but before that too, probably. And what do you mean you learn something from them by watching them? Like, what did they do that you were like, oh, I can copy that and that will make me better at acting?
I don't think it's copying. I think it's more learning, like, okay, this is the scene. You know what the scene is. He was on the gurney. He was shot. And how he was playing it and interacting with the role and the other characters. And kind of how he, or anybody really when you watch them, but like how they played that role out and how they were like, nope, I didn't like that. Or like, he would like, they'd recut, he'd be like, can I change something? And then watching what they decided to change, that you could audibly hear that I'm going to change this. I want to try this different approach to it. And you go, oh, okay. It's kind of like watching when you're on set and you watch a director direct or, whatever, or a cinematographer do their thing. I mean, you learn, right? I learn by watching and listening and paying attention to what everybody's doing and then going, oh, I really like how they did that. Like there was a scene in a Z-Fest film. It was a horror film, but the cinematography was great because I don't know if you remember this one. It was black and white. It was a horror film, but they did this great thing where they went with the camera and they went up and then they went over the person. So they're upside down and then they twisted it around. And it was like a super cool shot. And I'm like, that was a phenomenal shot.
When was this?
When the app came out, so 2023.
2023.
3 years ago?
3 years? I think I was.
Maybe two.
We were around for that one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 20. Wait.
I mean, we've been doing it since 2017 or 18. So like.
My first one was 2020. Well, I filmed in 2020, so it was for 2021. Yeah, so 2023, because every 2 years I seem to come up with an idea for a film.
Oh, okay, cool. So what I'm curious about, what you've now given me this gem of, is like you act and you write and direct. Mm-hmm. So what is the difference between when you work with Laura Runge Hunt and she's asking you to act in that movie where you were very good playing like an abusive husband. I was like, Laura, what is this Lifetime stuff? And I like when she sent it to me, I was at a film festival. I'm not saying I had any libations, but it definitely was 1 a.m. And Laura had a green dot on social media, so I'm allowed to, say, hey, guess where I'm at, And then it was like, hey, do you want to see our Z-Fests? And then I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, I got a lot of that. Like and in fact, the scene where I'm yelling at her, it was sort of scripted, but it was also like improvised where, Laura was like, go with it, just kind of keep going. We'll just kind of say cut.
I hate that when she does that.
I don't mind it. I'm going to working at the Renaissance Festival. You become an improviser, and I've also taken improvised acting classes, and on stage when shit happens, you go shit, something's not coming out right. We got live theater. You're like, we can't stop, got to keep going. So how do we do it?
Which improv classes are you going
at the Huge Theater?
I've done Huge. When they were at the location they shut down at, or the location before that?
It was the one right down from Smith and Kitten.
I think, the one that's across
Big white building.
Big white building?
I think it was white.
Is it across from Up Down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the original one. That's where I remember when that opened, because I was at Brave New Workshop at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone started going over there. And I don't think I ever took classes there, but one of my improv class teams got booked there for a series over the summer. And so Huge was fun, but unfortunately that closed. Now it's kind of the strike theater, and I know the improv folks, like, how much do you interact with them? Because you're in a theater guy, you're a Renaissance guy, you can kind of bring the tribes together.
I can.
What are you doing, Batman? That's what he does in the Justice League movie.
I actually kind of stopped work. I occasionally will work in the theater, but I don't do it as often as I used to because the film thing kind of took over. The one theater that I was working at, I wasn't getting any really work anymore, and then I got a real full-time, W-2 job where my schedule wasn't as flexible.
Yeah.
So the theater is still there. I'm rusty, I would say, and I often get imposter syndrome when people come and ask me to do stuff because I'm like, I haven't done this in years, but okay. I run sound for my brother's band on occasionally.
What kind of gigs do they do?
They're a Motley Crue cover band.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and before that he was in he was in a couple bands. The other big one he was in was a U2 cover band, and I'd run sound for them as well. I was their unofficial roadie. And they're like, why unofficial? I go, then you can't fire me.
Yeah.
Not that they would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do that. I did lights for another band, another performer last month. Yeah, last month. Last minute, buddy of mine said, hey, I can't do this gig. Can you do it? I'm like, sure. What kind of light board do they have? And they sense me, and I go, I haven't touched one of those in 20 years, but okay.
I work with those folks in my 1099, which is different than my W-2.
Right.
We're in my 1099 right now,
right,
as the corporeal form you see it before you exist.
Now it's 1099 jobs for me, if it's theater related. So I don't interact with them as much, but I always, if a friend calls me up and say, hey, I need some help building something, or hey, how do I build this? But a lot of that transfers into filming. So for Tango, I did all of the sound editing.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
so
wow.
Every punch, every kick, every sword swipe, every sword clank, everything.
I feel like you have to as the director.
Yeah, but this, no. Maybe they should be a part of it for sure. I'm very particular because I want the weapons to sound right. I want the swords. I'm like, that's a katana. It's going to have a certain sound to it. I need that sound. I don't need any sword swipe sound.
Could you try and describe to us the layman, the Farx brother layman, the difference between the kind of sword you're talking about? Like, what would be the difference in the sound?
So katanas are very lightweight, very aerodynamic. Well, all swords are aerodynamic, but they make a certain sound when they swung through the air versus like a broadsword, which makes a heavier sound because it's a heavier weapon, and it's going to make a different sound as it cuts through the air. Short swords are going to make a different sound. Knives really don't make a sound, but you can make it make a sound if you whip it.
Like a versus a.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Cool.
And guns all have a certain particular sound. Revolvers sound different. And if I know the gun, I'm like, that's a Colt Peacemaker. That's going to sound different than a .357 Magnum. And I am so particular about it. It drives me insane in movies when you go to a movie and you go, Oh, cool. That's not what an M4 sounds like, but okay, we'll go with it. Or like in Top Gun, famously, the machine gun sound that they're using is actually not the sound of a gun that a Tomcat would make.
In '86 or the
Both.
one? Oh, really?
They use a similar sound in the latest one. Correct, because he's flying a Tomcat.
Okay.
So they have to use the same sound.
It's named after him, right?
Yeah.
Tomcat.
Tomcat.
Tomcat
Wow.
Cruise.
Tomcat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody.
That's not true.
So when it comes to sound editing, I'm very particular about that. And like I hate the old '80s movies sounds of like the swoosh and the punches, and even nowadays they still get kind of overbearing. So I try to make them sound better, but still have them there because you have to, right? As a filmmaker, you have to have sound, or else it's boring for some odd reason.
Did you do surround? I can't recall now from the experience of seeing.
We did surround. We
Nice.
wanted for tomorrow. We talked about doing Atmos, which we
geez.
can do, but we were just like, we don't have an Atmos set up in my editor's house, so
Got
it's
it.
like we don't know if it would work until it was at the theater, and if it didn't work, then you're like, fuck. So we
would
just
be.
were like, let's just do fucking surround, it'll be fine.
So when you approach the acting, see, watch what I'm doing here. Process for, I can't remember the name. Yesterday's and Tomorrow's. No, that wasn't the name of Laura's movie you were
The
in.
choice or no choices? No
Choice?
no, not choices.
Sorry, Laura.
That was a different one.
Well, the one you were
Cycles?
in versus like when you were in Tango de Muerte and you're directing it.
Right.
You know, so like, and then you wrote yourself in the app.
I did.
And you wrote yourself kissing Amanda Day.
I wrote a kissing scene.
Uh-huh.
Amanda's always been my sounding board for when I write a film. I'm like, this is my idea. What do you think? And it's just you're like, yes or no, and then I'll write something and I'll send it to her. And so she's for every one of my films. She's been the sounding board for all of them.
Cool.
And so when she read the app, and I already wrote the kissing scene. She's like, I love this. She's like, I think it needs just a little bit of thing. And my friend Megan helped do rewrites because she's, in my opinion, more of a comedic writer than I am. And so she helped me rewrite a couple of the jokes and a couple of the things. And so she read it. She goes, I have to be Sonia. And I'm like, okay.
I see.
And at that point, I hadn't decided if I was going to be in it or not, but I was already kind of like, it was like 90-10 that I was going to be the part. Because if I got some good-looking dude to play the part, wouldn't have been believable. That this dude can't get any girls after being divorced. So I'm like, I need a chub like myself to.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. We don't accept negative vibes on movie theaters with the Farx.
Well, I mean, like, right. But
I was listening to 70s music and it said that someone was like, if you have a negative vibe, bro. And I was like, oh, yeah, you just gotta not do that to myself. No, but I hear you. And I appreciate when people put themselves in their movies.
right. I forgot to mention the one part, the improvised line in that movie.
Yeah?
When I was yelling.
Yeah. In Laura's movie, when
Laura's
you were yelling
movie,
at
yes.
as the abuser. You know.
Right. That was a total Kevin Smith.
Yeah, that's fine. I liked it. The kids today don't know who Kevin is.
So when I did the yelling scene and I just went on and I was just yelling and yelling.
That you were.
And then Laura finally yelled cut. There was just like dead silence for like 10 seconds. And then one of the I don't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was the director of photography or his assistant or the gaffer. He was like, all of a sudden he just breaks the silence by going, yep, that brought up a bunch of childhood memories I didn't want to bring up today. Thank you. I'm like, you're welcome.
Wow.
Right. So I actually took the role because it was like, I've never played a role like that. I'm
Sure.
always like the tough, angry guy. So this one was just angry, but asshole, so.
It's kind of like what Lee will say, and sorry, Lee, to just be referencing you a bunch, but that's I
here. It's
I know
gonna
you
happen.
through. Yeah, is like he always gets asked to play brutes and stuff, and he doesn't like that because he's 6'7" or whatever.
Didn't you have him play a bad guy in your movie?
Yes,
Night?
but
Yeah.
we won him his first acting award, so it was different.
There you go.
Oh,
That was my argument.
it was
Well,
worth
Amanda
it.
got me my first kissing award, so
Ooh, for the app. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
only Z-Fest award so far. Well, we also got best sponsor.
Oh yeah, that's always a good one, and you get a bottle for that.
We
right?
did.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, wait, no, we didn't get that year. And I don't know why, or I gave it to Lee, or I don't remember what happened to the bottle. Maybe we never got a bottle.
Lee definitely got a bottle of mine once, and I'm not letting that go, Lee.
Maybe it was for us, because he was the one that went up and spoke. And I couldn't be there. The one time my film wins an award, I couldn't be there because I had back surgery like 3 days before.
Oh, no.
Right. I was like, I'll make it. And I was in so much pain. I was like, I can't.
What was your, like, what part of your back?
S3, S4, L1.
Oh, I
or
was going to ask.
S4, S5, L1.
Because it's like L and S, and isn't there a D at the top? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know these?
Nope, no idea.
Your spine, the different like pieces are subsectioned
Letters,
off
yeah.
into D, L, and S. Nick knows.
Well, you should have asked Adam.
Oh, yes. We had Adam Burke, who former chiropractor on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys worked together?
No, I know the name. I think I met him.
Oh, cool. He's been on the show, so I've met him.
There you go.
I basically meet people through this show and then going to events. And what was formerly Z-Fest and is now going to be North Star Film Festival, I think.
Yes.
You guys, are you doing something for you already did something.
Not this year. I'm in the process of writing one for next year.
Okay. What's your process for writing, since we've talked about acting a little bit?
That's a great question, because I'm not actually a writer. Like,
If you type and it becomes,
the best lesson that was ever taught to me about anything is use the people around you who know what the fuck they're doing. Mm. And I got lucky in my first film that I got surrounded by people who knew what the fuck they were doing. I mean, Andrew Stecker was in my first film, Sean Dunbar, Lee and Amanda produced it.
Nice.
I was in Andres Parra.
Oh yeah, he's a great cinematographer.
He's a phenomenal cinematographer, and he actually an audition, but applied to work on my film, and I loved what I saw from his reels, and I was like, this is great. He's got this great eye, and we became instant best friends, and he's done all my films.
He's out there taking pictures during the current events.
He is.
This is being filmed in January 2026 in Minnesota. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, you want to date the podcast.
Well, I'm dating the bait sometimes.
Yeah.
We haven't even baited yet.
You haven't dated.
No, we have not. Well, technically we have, because this comes out later.
Yeah.
Last, yeah. So we did have a great debate.
It was a great debate.
Great debate.
Yes, you got me that time. You win.
So my writing process is usually just kind of like think, my first film I wrote at my W2 job when I was working W2 job when I was working overnights.
Nice.
And I had this. It just came to me. I wrote it in like the first draft in like 3-4 hours, and then it got
re-massaged.
It got massaged a few times.
Yeah.
But usually I just have an idea and then I just start writing. And then sometimes I have to research some stuff. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes the app was somewhat based on real life. My issues with dating apps. Slightly based off my two friends of mine that I've known since high school, who were high school sweethearts and have been married. They're not divorced, but they've been married for a long time, but they never dated anybody else. And I was like, what happens if they got divorced? What would they do? Like,
do they know this?
No, they do. I've told them. I've told them that this movie.
Have they seen it?
They have.
And how did they feel?
It's not like based exactly on their life. It's just based on the high school sweetheart part. Like, what happens if you two got divorced? Well, they have kids in this story, in the app. They didn't have kids.
That's right.
For some reason. I don't know why. They just did.
I thought of that when I watched it one of the times. I know that I've seen that movie, I believe, more than once now.
I have too.
Well, yeah, you made it. That's
That's
part
right.
of the process.
Right. But I hate watching myself act.
Why?
I hate the sound of my voice. I hate, because also being an actor and then also being the director of the film, now you're on the opposite side where I can't see the scene played out. And I'm not going to sit there on set. Can you replay that for me? So what they would do is we would set up the shot, they'd bring me a monitor, I'd look at it and go, okay. And then I would rely on Andres to kind of, and my AD, to give me how they felt the scene went. So it was a challenge. But also when I write, so I'll write the script and then when we film, I don't say, I'm not like Kevin Smith where the lines of the Bible, I say the lines are what they are.
Kevin Smith inspired you, didn't he?
He
inspired me too. I'm just,
absolutely
hashtag me too, Kevin Smith.
And I've watched all his talks and all that stuff that when he used to do those.
An evening with Kevin Smith. Yeah, I watched those too when he tells the Wild West story. Yeah,
they're so great. The second one he talks about after he talks about the Prince documentary in the first one, and then the second one he talks about the aftermath of that because they tried to sue Prince tried to sue him.
Yeah,
and he was like, I didn't sign the NDA, so.
To Prince.
Right, to Prince.
May he rest in peace. Let's go crazy.
But I tell the actors, I say, hey, these are the lines. If you feel that there's a better line or something that is more the character that you would do that has a line, let's always film what the script is, and then let's try to, in a couple takes after that, if we want to try something different, we can. So, and that's happened multiple times. One time in my first film, Sean popped off an improv line that's not even in the script, but apparently I'd been saying it all day, and I ruined the take because I laughed so hard. So, yeah. That's my writing process. It's not anything special, I guess. I don't light candles or drink wine or
do your toenails or something like that.
No. I just me and my laptop, man.
Do you write? Do you write in public or write alone? You said you wrote at your job for the first one.
Right. I write both. I'll sit at home and I'll write, or I will. I have a fireplace at home, which is really great. So it's kind of warm and soothing. I do write. I can still sometimes write at work, only on the weekends. It's less busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually just kind of when and wherever I can. And the one I'm currently writing, I'm taking a trip up to Duluth for a couple of days. I think I'm going to just bring the laptop up there and just sit there, look at the bay, and just write.
What do you like to do in Duluth?
The food, really. Is the
What?
thing.
Specifically the food of Duluth?
Oh, Fitger's.
Where? Oh, I've eaten at Fitger's a bunch.
Fitger's is delicious.
Yeah.
North Star, what's it called? North Waters.
Where is it?
It's a deli. It used to be right behind if you went through, what's the urban Duluth Trading Company.
Oh, sure.
We went right through there. There was a building behind there. There's a little wood patio, and there used to be this little tiny deli right there. They have now since moved to the basement of that building and expanded, but they make all their own meats. They have this salmon pate. Oh, you can't learn how. So good.
Salmon pate is
so good. So that, what's the other place I like to eat at? Grandma's. It's like going to Fuddruckers, in my opinion. For those Midwesterners that knows what Fuddruckers is.
Design your own hamburger.
Right. And then...
Get rid of all of them.
There's another little Irish bar. I forget the name of it.
Wait, is it down on the main strip?
Nope.
Okay.
It's actually up towards Glensheen Mansion.
Okay.
It's this tiny little bar. It's a mom and pop bar, but every night that I've ever gone to that bar, there's always the locals come in and they play Irish music and they just jam. And they have a bunch of board games and shit, or you can just sit there and eat and drink and enjoy the music. But it's great. It's perfect. It's just wonderful.
Can I tell you where I like to stay in Duluth? And everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Pier B.
What?
Pier B.
Pier B?
Yeah, the hotel. It's right next to Bentleyville.
No, I've never stayed there.
Home 2 Suites.
What?
Home 2 Suites.
No, I like. Yeah. No.
Motel 6.
No, the hotel, the Hostel du Nord. I loved staying in the hostel because I've only ever gone up there for film festivals. So usually there'll be other people from the film festival there.
Right.
I have the cheap folks that are cheap like me.
And it's kind of like the name of the hotel in Die Hard with a Vengeance. What it was, something Nord. It was in French.
It's something French.
But Nord was North Star. I don't remember. Anyways.
Do you care about? Are you particular about any cultural thing like French, Scottish, or do you have any? Is it an Irish thing?
Why do I like Irish bars?
Oh no, I'm just wondering if there's I guess that is kind of.
I love Irish bars. I am not Irish.
I didn't assume.
Honorary Scot from my friend.
How does that happen? You yelled freedom with blue on your face?
No. We.
But you would, right?
We were instant best friends when we first met. His last name is Mackenzie, and we were like brothers from another mother. We said all the same jokes. We got each other's stupid, quirky, dumb jokes. You sit there and go, hey, and you'd be like, okay, I get you.
Exactly what we do.
You make all the references. When we were in DC together, we were in a flight simulator where like it goes like 316, you fly all around, and we made all the Top Gun references while we were in there. So loudly, apparently, that everybody heard us.
Why were you in DC at a flight simulator?
We were there for a trip for a W2 memorial thing.
Okay, I've been in a flight simulator for W2, and I was in a flight simulator as a child at the air show here in the Twin Cities. Well, not here in the Twin Cities, but around the Twin Cities.
This was at the Smithsonian, so it was.
Oh wow!
Anybody can go in there. You pay for it, and we're like two big guys in there. So anyway, so his last name's Mackenzie. So when I was working at the Renaissance Festival, actually, I think it's before I started. No, it was when I was working. I decided I wanted to get a kilt. And I was like, I don't want to, I was like one of those people, like, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to, like, buy the wrong kilt.
By cultural appropriation, but then culturally appropriating wrong?
Right. So I found one that I was like, oh, this one's really, like, I love the color. I love the design. It's a plaid design. But I love the colors in the design. So I pulled it out, and the title of the tartan is Weathered Mackenzie. And at that point, it's like...
Because of your friend.
Right. And I was like, that's crazy that I pulled... The one that I liked out of all of them was that one. So...
When do you wear a kilt? Now?
Renaissance Festival.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When I worked there. And then, special occasions sometimes. I used to wear one. I used to do Louis Anderson's New Year's show. I used to run sound for Louis Anderson. And I would wear it New Year's.
Where was Louis Anderson's?
The Ames Center in Burnsville.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Was it like how big? How many people would attend this?
700. He'd sell out every show. He used to do 2 shows and it went down to 1 show. But the capacity of the theater is 1,023.
Wow.
Right. So he'd sell out both shows easily.
I miss Louis. Again,
I do too.
R.I.P.
But Jason had done a couple Z-Fest films. I got to run into Jason, who used to be his opening act.
Oh, wow.
Jason...
Schumer. I announced him once, and I fucked up his name, so...
That happens.
Right.
It's almost funnier when you get introduced with the wrong name, unless it's at a wedding, then people get mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. That's always
Well,
the worst.
the last question of the night is, who would you recommend we reach out to be on this show?
Upper Midwest filmmaker.
Yeah.
Ideally. From our community, as you will be the person that we then send them this part and go, hey, look, Nick Krekeler. Did I say it right this time?
God, there's so many. Andres just had a documentary out.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have Andres on.
And he's got a lot of stories to tell. And he does a lot of documentary work and videography work. But his new film was about breast cancer survival, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely wonderful. It was a great film, very emotional, very, very good message in it.
What was the message? I've heard of a breast cancer survival film recently that was about specifically manufacturing nipples out of Wisconsin for fake breasts. It wasn't that one, was it?
No.
Okay, that was a feature documentary. I'm just saying. Like,
it was not. This one, it's award-winning now, I think.
Okay.
It was just about, like, getting the message, getting the story. What do I do now? I have kids, and just how do you live with life? How do you move on with life, with knowing that I have this?
Yeah.
Right. So it was just kind of like that, and it's local, so it hits home a little bit closer to home. I've had family members, not close family members, but I guess I shouldn't say family members. Friends of my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law's mother died of breast cancer, so kind of one of those things where it's like a little more impactful. So
I know there's some crazy stat that it's like 1 in 5 or 1 in 3, or I don't know the stat, so look it up on your own. But yeah, it's very good. That's the pink ribbon, right?
Yeah.
I like when the NFL does it.
Mm-hmm. Pink shoes, yeah.
Right? Do you watch football when that happens? When they're all wearing
I did
pink?
not. Mm.
All those manly men, they were pink?
I didn't see that one, no.
All right, you should watch football sometime with me when,
Why watch Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
That's when
there
I
you
watch
go.
football,
I do watch it with you, so that'll work.
Yeah.
I just watch for the commercials.
Heck yes. And the halftime show. But I'll switch back and forth between the Turning Point one, I'm sure.
This year I'm not excited about it.
Oh, who won, the Patriots or the Broncos?
I was talking about the halftime show.
Oh,
I don't
Bad
know.
Bunny?
I don't know. Patriots, I think. I don't know.
the Patriots beat the
I think it's Seattle. I think it's Seattle and Patriots. I don't know. I don't play sports ball. I don't know.
Coasts. I got it. No, I hear you.
Soccer player.
Yeah. Football.
Football. And I love curling. You ever watch curling?
On the Olympics.
Yeah. It's fascinating. It's an amazing sport.
This might come out when the Olympics have started, so this is good for the SEO.
There you
I'm
go.
sure.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, Nick, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I think we had a great debate, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another debate.
But I'm very particular because, like, me... Oops, sorry, I touched the mic. Sorry.
No, you're good. Thanks.
Jerk.
That's my Donald Trump impression. Get it?
No.
Because he did that one time.
Famously.
Famously.